The word of the day is The word of the day is physician. Noun.
My favorite thing about being a nurse is helping wonderful.
The fun fact of the day is a recent study found that nurses walked 4 to 5 miles in a 12-hour shift. By comparison, the average American adult walks 2.5 to 3 miles over the course of an 18-hour day. The question of the day is, what is the best paying state for nurses to work in? A. Alabama, B. New York, C. Massachusetts, or D. California? The quote of the day is,
Three things I learned this week. Tres cosas que aprendí esta semana. Konshu watashi ga mananda mitsu no koto. 1.
One thing
Three things I learned this week. Tres cosas que aprendí esta semana. Konshu watashi ga mananda mitsu no koto. 1.
One thing I learned this week on Silver Rock Central is that there are a total of 7 Sith floors.
2.
One thing I learned this week on Silver Rock Central is that Star Wars currency is valid in a small country.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
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 Good morning, Silverhawks. Today is Friday, May 6th, 2022, National Nurses Day. We are streaming live from Studio A in room 405. The anchors for today are Ireland and Bella. I'm your announcer, Halo.
Good morning, Silverhawks. I'm Ireland. After today, there are only 19 school days left.
And I'm Bella. Happy National Nurses Day. Please stand for the pledge.
Please stand for the pledge. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Here's what's happening at Bella Vista.
The SOAR Lunchtime Reward Party is today during all 3 lunches.
Have your SOAR card ready for fast entry. There will be Hollywood-themed games, food, and fun.
Support the BVMS Garden Club plant sale this week.
This week is Faculty Appreciation Week.
Here are some ideas to demonstrate your appreciation.
We hope you wore your school spirit today, or wore your spirit wear, or wore your teacher's favorite color, or dressed like them.
Hey 6th graders, do you feel like you missed out on band this year? You can still join for next year as a 7th grader.
See Mr. Wood in the band room or your counselors for more details today.
Here's the word of the day.
The word of the day is physician, noun, a licensed medical practitioner. The word of the day. Permission slips for NOTS and the 8th grade promotion party have been distributed. If you didn't get yours, check in with your advisement teacher today.
Payment and permission slips for these events will be accepted next week.
Do you have extra blankets, towels, dog beds, or dog toys? The Animal Friends has a box in the front office taking donations for the local animal shelter, Animal Friends of the Valley.
Show you care. Help an animal in need today.
To help celebrate National Nurses Day, Silver Rock Central asked some actual nurses what their favorite thing about being a nurse is.
Let's see what they had to say.
My favorite thing about being a nurse is helping wonderful patients like you. So I really love being able to interact with patients and parents, especially when I can help you guys with any problems or issues that you have. I really feel like I'm making a huge difference in people's everyday lives, especially if they have chronic conditions and you see them very often. So that's definitely one thing that I love about being a nurse.
My favorite thing about being a nurse is helping patients cope through their new diagnosis of diabetes. So really getting them set up on the right foot and helping them starting their own insulin injections or maybe putting on a Dexcom for the first time. I really like helping patients feel comfortable with things that may feel new or scary, and then helping them manage things on their own.
So I'm not a nurse, but I am a medical assistant, and I really, really like helping the patients and getting to know them and learning all the new information that I learn every single day from the doctors and my coworkers.
7th grade students, would you like to be a teacher's assistant instead of taking Explore next year?
If so, go to the office to pick up a TA application or go to our website under the Counseling Scheduling tab to print an application.
You will need a parent signature and a signature from the teacher you would like to assist. Once your application is complete, turn it into the counseling office. The deadline is June 3rd.
Here's the fun fact of the day. The fun fact of the day is a recent study found that nurses walked 4 to 5 miles in a 12-hour shift. By comparison, the average American adult walks 2.5 to 3 miles over the course of an 18-hour day. The fun fact of the day.
Please make sure you have a pass from a teacher to the health office before you go.
Here's the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is the best paying state for nurses to work in? A, Alabama, B, New York, C, Massachusetts, or D, California? The answer is D. As of 2020, California is the best paying state for nurses to work in, with an average hourly wage of $54.44 and an annual average salary of $113,240. The question of the day.
Here's the club news for today. Today, the Cybersecurity, Switch, Soccer, and Wolf Soccer clubs meet after school. Here's the quote of the day.
The quote of the day is, "Being kind is giving even when it seems like you have nothing to give." Ractivist. The quote of the day.
Your books are almost gone. They're down to 12. Don't be left out. Get yours today. Here's 3 things we learned this week on Silverhawk Central.
3 things I learned this week. 3 cosas que aprendí esta semana. 今週私が学んだ3つのこと。1.
One thing I learned this week on Silverhawk Central is that there are a total of 7 Sith Lords.
2.
One thing I learned this week on Silverhawk Central is that Star Wars currency is valid in a small country off the coast of New Zealand.
3.
One thing I learned this week on Silverhawk Central is that the Atlantic bluefin tuna can reach 10 feet in length and weigh as much as 2,000 pounds.
3 things I learned this week. 3 cosas que aprendí esta semana. 今週私が学んだ3つのこと。
That's our broadcast for today. Thanks for watching Silverhawk Central.
Thanks for watching this edition of Silverhawk Central. The audio selection is Tropic by Anna Dominique. We'd like to thank all the nurses for doing what they do to help heal people in need. The teleprompter was Hayden. The director was David. The audio mixer was Bailey. The audio coordinator was Leah. The executive producer was Emma. The advisor was Mr. Napier. This has been an Ireland production. I'm your announcer, Halo. Have a great day, Silverhawks. We'll see you next week on Silverhawk Central.